Hello, this is Insight by Vincent J. And today we're going to be talking about activity based costing using a plumbing and pipe fitting company as our hypothetical um, industry for activity based costing. Activity based costing is a managerial accounting concept which would be used primarily in manufacturing, but we're going to talk a little bit about how that could be applicable in almost every setting because the idea behind this new series that I'm launching, Professionalism, it's basically equipping the professional with advanced or at least best practices of understanding for the professional to do better in their whatever line of work that they're in. So essentially, activity-based costing is exactly as it sounds. We're trying to understand the activities that drive the cost. So, as I was mentioning, we are doing a plumbing company. So we want to understand the product, and also we want to understand the activities that are involved. So we would look at activity cost pools, which would be things such as laying pipes and or installation. We would look at the number of installations that take place. Welding pipes together, we would basically allocate a cost pool to the number of copper pipes that would be welded together. Gluing and adhesive work. Well, the number of PVC glued together would be an ideal driver for our cost. And of course, inspection work, looking at things maybe such as weatherization, the number of inspections that are performed, some sort of cost sheet that would show the breakdown of that to allocate money to those inspectors to understand the activities that they're doing that drive the cost. So I want to just start off by mentioning that activity based costing and managerial accounting is primarily it's manufacturing centric, I would say. So just because that we're not on the production floor doesn't mean that we should steer away from best practices such as understanding the processes that are involved. So as a professional, you want to understand and talk with the people that actually do the work. So that way you have an understanding solidly of what they are responsible for on a day to day and what activities it is that they're performing that really drive the cost. And ultimately, you want to have high interpersonal skills and you want to be able to talk with the layperson and be able to, speak in their language. So you would want to know, things about, copper piping and plumbing. You would want to not be, completely ignorant of, the subject matter at hand. And so, how do we do that if we, aren't a tradesperson by profession? Well, you can always go to various tools such as trade groups and publications, and look at market forces. So, for example, you think about your processes and you see the production, each task. So, whether that's laying pipe, whether that's welding copper fittings, whether that's gluing PVC, we're going to look at each one of those because the materials involved will all be different. For example, installation. Well, the installation is going to be driven by the materials. So if it's copper, there would be some welding and soldering involved, but we're going to want to understand the commodities prices, the environment that we're in. So you would look at the cost of copper and consider the commodities prices as well as the activities that are going into place. For example, the number of pipes that we have going down into the ground and the gluing of those. Well, how many are we gluing, and is it accurate? Is there some sort of you know shortage? We're living in an age where there's lots of shortages. So we want to understand what's going on in the trade, in the profession. And one of the best ways I think to do that is probably to look. I'm not a plumber by trade. I'm an accountant, but plumbers have unions. Just about everyone has some sort of professional organization. So you would want to read those publications and really understand what's going on in the industry. This could be applicable to any new job that you're taking on. you're just going to want to understand, what is the current state of things, doing your due diligence, and looking at materials costs. That's a relevant part of understanding, the activity, as well as just understanding what's going on in industry. So, you want to stay up to date with trends and understand those key stakeholders, such as, trade groups, and really maybe consider subscribing to those publications if you plan on being in that industry. You want to definitely understand, who are the key players, in your process, in your business. And this is one way to stay abreast of current information. So I was just planning on keeping this short. Like I said, this is part of a series on professionalism, and this is just one of the tools in the toolbox. You can easily look at the numbers, but I just wanted to give you some of the theory behind activity-based costing, and really just give you tools for, like, let's just say, a walkthrough, and understanding and increasing your understanding. So if you like this video, hit the like button, be sure to subscribe, and look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks.